If there's one thing people realize during a blackout, a camping trip, or an RV adventure gone wrong, it's that cheap power stations fail fast. A laptop is easy. A phone is easy. But the moment a refrigerator kicks on, an air conditioner starts pulling power, or a microwave spikes the inverter, most portable batteries tap out instantly. That's where 3,000-watt solar generators separate themselves from the toy-grade options flooding online marketplaces. These are serious machines designed to run real appliances, survive long outages, and replace gas generators without the noise, fumes, or maintenance headaches. But here's the problem. Some of these units look incredible on paper and become frustrating the second real-world usage starts. Loud fans, slow charging, terrible portability, weak apps, confusing solar setups, and some brands are charging premium prices for features most users will never touch. So in this video, the focus is on the best 3,000-watt solar generators actually worth buying right now based on performance, portability, charging speed, reliability, and overall value. After comparing output power, battery chemistry, charging speeds, portability, app experience, and real-world usability, 6 models stood out from the rest. Some are perfect for home backup. Others are built for RV life, off-grid setups, or professional outdoor work. But only a few truly justify their price tags once the honeymoon phase wears off. Starting with number 6, the DABBSSON 3000 liters. This one feels like a hidden gem in the portable power world because it quietly fixes a problem many large power stations struggle with, balancing serious capacity with manageable portability. Most 3 kilowatt-hour units become absolute bricks once they cross the 70-pound mark. The DABBSSON comes in closer to 60 pounds while still delivering a 3,072 watt-hour capacity and a full 3,000-watt AC output. That difference matters more than people think when loading gear into an RV, hauling equipment to a campsite, or moving backup power around the house during an outage. What really makes this unit interesting is the semi-solid-state LiFePO4 battery design. Sounds technical, but in real use it translates into better energy density and longer runtime compared to many traditional lithium iron phosphate systems. During extended camping trips or emergency outages, that extra efficiency becomes noticeable fast. Appliances simply run longer than expected. Coffee makers, portable air conditioners, even power tools feel effortless on this machine. But here's the catch. While the portability is better than most competitors, 60 pounds is still heavy enough to become annoying without wheels. Carrying it across rough terrain or lifting it repeatedly into vehicles gets old quickly. And under heavy load, those cooling fans absolutely make their presence known. Quiet camping setup? Maybe not. Still, the charging performance is seriously impressive. Hitting 80% in around 90 minutes changes the experience entirely because downtime becomes much less stressful. Add the dedicated TT30RV outlet, and suddenly this becomes one of the best options for van life users who want plug-and-play RV compatibility without extra adapters. Compared to heavier premium competitors like the EcoFlow Delta Pro, the DABBSSON feels more travel-friendly while still delivering enough muscle for demanding appliances. For users who prioritize efficiency, fast charging, and strong value without spending luxury brand money, this is a surprisingly smart pick. At number 5 sits the AFERY P310, and this thing is an absolute monster. This isn't the type of power station bought for casual weekend camping. This is for users who want something that feels dangerously close to replacing a small gas generator entirely. With a gigantic 3,840 watt-hour battery, and a 3,600-watt inverter peaking at 7,200 watts, this unit can power almost anything thrown at it. Refrigerators, induction cooktops, microwaves, air conditioners, multiple appliances simultaneously. It barely flinches. And honestly, the first thing most people notice is the sheer physical size. It's huge, around 80 pounds huge. Thankfully, AFERY clearly knew that would become a problem because the built-in wheels and telescopic handle completely saved the experience. Without them, this thing would be miserable to move around. Where this generator really shines is long-duration backup power. During extended outages, many smaller units force users into constant energy management, turning appliances off, monitoring percentages non-stop, calculating every watt. The P310 changes that experience completely. The extra capacity gives genuine breathing room. It feels less like emergency survival and more like temporary normal living. But there's a downside nobody talks about enough. The solar charging setup can become frustrating for beginners. Hitting the maximum solar input requires specific voltage configurations, and casual users may struggle to optimize panel layouts properly. Also, while the app works fine, it definitely lacks the polish and advanced automation found in premium ecosystems like EcoFlow. Still, for pure raw power per dollar value, this thing is hard to ignore. The adjustable AC charging dial is another underrated feature because it lets users reduce wall input speeds to preserve battery health or avoid tripping breakers in older homes. That sounds small until someone actually experiences breaker trips during fast charging. Then it suddenly becomes essential. For homeowners in storm-prone areas, RV users running multiple appliances, or off-grid setups needing massive reserve power, the AFERY P310 delivers serious capability without entering ultra-premium pricing territory. At number 4 is the DJI Power 2000. And honestly, this one surprised a lot of people. DJI entering the power station market sounded strange at first. Most users know DJI for drones, not emergency backup systems. But after using the Power 2000, it becomes obvious DJI approached this product with the same precision-focused mentality that made their drone ecosystem so dominant. The biggest strength here is refinement. Everything feels polished. The design looks cleaner. The thermal management is better. The charging speeds are insane. And perhaps most importantly, the noise levels stay impressively low even under demanding loads. That matters more than spec sheets suggest. A loud power station running indoors during a blackout becomes irritating very quickly. Performance-wise, the 3,000-watt output handles heavy appliances confidently, while the 2,048 watt-hour battery strikes a nice balance between runtime and portability. Unlike gigantic 80-pound units, this one still feels manageable enough for regular transport. For campers, creators, photographers, and remote workers, that balance becomes extremely appealing. But here's where DJI really separates itself. Ecosystem integration. Drone users are going to love this thing. The proprietary SDC charging technology can rapidly charge DJI drone batteries incredibly fast. For content creators running aerial photography setups, this can completely transform workflow efficiency in the field. Still, there are compromises. The lack of expansion battery support hurts long-term home backup potential. Users wanting massive, scalable energy systems may feel boxed in compared to EcoFlow or Bluetti ecosystems. And while the compact size helps portability, 40 pounds without wheels still becomes tiring over longer distances. But for users prioritizing fast charging, quiet operation, premium design, and creator-focused usability, the DJI Power 2000 feels incredibly modern. It's one of the most refined experiences in this category, especially for users already invested in DJI gear. Now at number 3, the EcoFlow Delta 3 Max Plus. And this is where things start getting seriously competitive. EcoFlow has become one of the biggest names in portable power for a reason. They understand something many brands still miss. People don't just buy specs, they buy convenience. The Delta 3 Max Plus absolutely nails convenience. Setup is simple. The app is polished. Charging speeds are ridiculously fast. And the overall ecosystem feels mature compared to newer competitors still figuring things out. That matters a lot during emergencies because complicated technology becomes frustrating fast when the power is already out. The 3,000-watt output, combined with expandable capacity up to 12 kilowatt-hours, makes this one of the most flexible systems on this list. It works equally well for camping trips, RV adventures, and serious home backup setups. And the sub-10 millisecond UPS mode is a major advantage for sensitive electronics like desktop PCs, networking gear, and medical devices. Now here's the catch. EcoFlow's aggressive fast charging creates fan noise that some users absolutely hate. During maximum charging or heavy inverter loads, the cooling system becomes noticeably loud. For garages or outdoor setups, not a big deal. For quiet indoor use late at night, much more noticeable. Another thing worth mentioning is complexity. Casual users wanting a super basic plug-and-play system may feel overwhelmed by the amount of app settings, ports, and customization options. This is more of a power user platform compared to simplified beginner systems. Still, the included dual 220-watt solar panels add serious value to this bundle. And compared to competitors like the Bluetti AC200L, EcoFlow simply feels faster and more polished overall. For users wanting expandability, advanced app controls, and one of the best charging systems currently available, the Delta 3 Max Plus remains one of the safest premium choices in the entire market. Before revealing the top two, here's the reality nobody wants to admit about solar generators. Most people massively overestimate how much power they actually need, while underestimating how important usability becomes over time. A generator can have incredible specs and still become annoying if it's too heavy, too loud, too slow to recharge, or too complicated to manage during emergencies. That's why some expensive models never feel satisfying long term. The best systems aren't just powerful, they remove stress. And only 2 units on this list consistently balance raw performance with everyday usability better than everything else. Coming in at number 2 is the Pecron F3000LFP. And this thing feels built for serious users who care more about performance than marketing polish. This is the kind of generator contractors, off-grid users, and long-term emergency planners immediately appreciate because it focuses heavily on fundamentals. Massive output, long battery life, fast solar charging, and rugged reliability. With a 3,072 watt-hour battery and a beastly 3,600 watt inverter, capable of surging to 7,200 watts, this generator handles demanding equipment without hesitation. Power tools, refrigerators, air conditioners, microwaves, it eats through high loads comfortably. And unlike some competitors prioritizing flashy apps and fancy lighting effects, the Pecron keeps things refreshingly straightforward. The biggest advantage here is solar charging performance. That massive 1,200 watt solar input capability makes sustained off-grid use dramatically more practical. In ideal conditions, users can recharge shockingly fast using solar alone. For long camping trips, van life, or emergency preparedness, that becomes a huge advantage. But yes, there are trade-offs. The lack of Wi-Fi or Bluetooth app control feels outdated compared to premium rivals. Some users genuinely love app-based monitoring and remote controls, especially during outages. Pecron basically says, walk over and check the screen yourself. Depending on the user, that's either refreshing simplicity or a major drawback. And then there's the fan noise. Under heavy load, this thing sounds industrial because honestly, it kind of is. The cooling system prioritizes performance over silence. Quiet living room aesthetics clearly weren't the goal here, but the value is undeniable. Compared to premium competitors charging significantly more for similar output, the Pecron delivers serious professional-grade capability without unnecessary luxury pricing. For buyers prioritizing raw power, solar efficiency, durability, and long-term reliability over ecosystem features, this is one of the smartest buys currently available. And finally, at number 1, the Jackery HomePower 3000. This is the generator that best combines performance, usability, portability, and refinement into one complete package. Jackery clearly understood that most buyers don't want to become energy engineers. They want something dependable that simply works when needed. The HomePower 3000 absolutely delivers that experience. The 3,072 watt-hour LiFePO4 battery, paired with a 3,600 watt inverter, gives it enough muscle to run major household appliances comfortably, while the suitcase-style wheel design makes transportation dramatically easier than many similarly sized competitors. And that portability matters a lot more than people expect once moving these units around becomes part of daily usage. But what really pushes Jackery to the top is the overall user experience. The app is clean, the interface is intuitive, the operation stays impressively quiet thanks to the whisper mode. And during stressful outages, simplicity becomes incredibly valuable. No complicated menus, no overwhelming learning curve, just reliable backup power that feels polished from the moment it turns on. Now, it's definitely not cheap. Budget-focused buyers will notice cheaper alternatives with similar capacity numbers immediately. And the included 400-watt solar bundle charges slower than some competing systems unless extra panels are added. Also, expandability isn't as aggressive as larger ecosystem-focused competitors like EcoFlow. But the balance here is what wins. Jackery avoids major weaknesses better than almost anyone else. It's powerful without becoming overly complicated, portable without feeling fragile, premium without becoming obnoxiously technical. For homeowners wanting dependable emergency backup, RV users prioritizing mobility, or anyone wanting one of the safest all-around investments in portable solar power, the HomePower 3000 earns the top spot. So here's the final breakdown. The Jackery HomePower 3000 is the best overall choice for most people thanks to its balance of portability, performance, quiet operation, and ease of use. The Pecron F3000LFP is the best value pick for buyers who prioritize raw output and fast solar charging over polished apps. The EcoFlow Delta 3 Max Plus is perfect for tech-focused users who want expandability and advanced smart features. And for creators or drone users, the DJI Power 2000 is easily one of the most refined portable systems available right now. No matter which one stands out most, prices and bundle deals on solar generators change constantly, especially during seasonal sales and emergency weather events. So check the links in the description for updated pricing, availability, and current discounts before making a decision. And if one of these generators already saved the day during an outage or off-grid trip, dropping that experience in the comments could help someone avoid buying the wrong system.